This is our 2022 Street Hunter Designs BRZ. Today we have a ton of parts to install, including a MagnaFlow exhaust system, an anti-gravity battery, a bunch of carbon goodies, and a ton more. So let's get to installing parts. We got the BRZ on the lift. I'm actually going to start by fixing the oil pan. These cars have had a few issues in the past inherently on this generation with this engine where they over RTV the oil pan, and what that happens is RTV falls off and then gets into the oil sump and then blows your engine, which is not good. So we're going to actually take the lower pan off, fix it, put it back on and reinstall it. So that's going to be the first fix. So whoever wins this car is not going to have to worry about their engine locking up because of factory RTV. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Also, we're doing 2X entries. They're live right now for this car. If you guys want to get entered to win this BRZ, shop on throtl.com. Every dollar you spend is going to get you 2 entries to win plus 20 grand in cash. So let's get this oil pan off, get it cleaned up, get it back on. Here's our oil pan. This is what we're going to be taking off.
That's the bottom side of the oil pan.
This is the bottom side of the oil pan. Unfortunately, we have to take the headers off, or the exhaust manifold off, to get to that. So let's get it off. We need to unplug the oxygen sensors, and we're going to try and do that from the top. So there's our oil pan, there's our problem. We're gonna drain the oil out of it and get this thing off. So we haven't had any RTV break off in here, but if you look in here, you can see this big line of RTV. Now what happens is this will break off and then it will get sucked up into the oil pump pickup, which is this guy right here, and then it clogs it all up and then you starve your engine of oil. So luckily we haven't had any come off, but either the bead is too thick from factory or it's moved too inboard. We should not have this much, like this is not sealing the pan. This is all just hanging out here. And if this breaks off, then you blow your engine up. Not good.
What have we found?
That's what I found. So upon initial inspection, I didn't think that we were gonna have anything in the pickup. It's gonna be hard to get a shot up in there, but if you look, you're gonna have to come some more straight out. You see it? You see the gray?
Oh, I do.
See that gray stuff in there?
Dang.
Not good.
So we caught it.
We caught it, yeah. So that obviously wasn't causing an issue because we had no problems running and driving this car. But if like another one went in there and clogged it even more, then we start having oil pressure issues. So that should not be there. That should not be there at all. So that's not good. And that's why we're fixing this. So we're gonna fish that piece out. I don't think there's any other pieces aside from that one. It looks like a big one. Let's get a pic. Let's get it out right now.
Oh.
There it is.
Where'd it go? You can't see it. Dang.
Is that all of it?
That looks like a big chunk.
I cannot believe this.
Well, we caught it. That's good.
Like, this is my hand. How big of a chunk was in there?
Yeah, that's gnarly.
No, it's not good.
We've got all the old RTV off. Everything is cleaned up. We're ready to put some new, much smaller, much less amount RTV on so that doesn't happen again. Let's go. So we've got the oil pan with the new RTV on. We've snugged the bolts. It's not tight. We're gonna let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. While we're waiting for this to kind of cure a little bit because the RTV gets tacky, we're gonna start our MagnaFlow exhaust. We have our MagnaFlow exhaust system. This is it. This is a Neo series. Got some really cool features. We got a resonator with an anti-drone tube, perfect for a street car. It's all V-banded. We got a whole bunch of V-bands everywhere, which is awesome. It's gonna make installing this thing a breeze. So, you ready?
V-band makes everything so much better, especially for installation, because you're able to clock everything very well.
Adjust it all.
Don't forget, guys, if you guys want one of these exhausts for your car, go to throtl.com and get yourself one. Now let's get this on the car.
We got the first piece of our exhaust on, and we've been about 20 minutes since we put the oil pan on, so time to tighten it down, torque it. Oil pan is finished. We're gonna wait a full day for it to cure before we put oil in. For now, we're gonna finish our MagnaFlow exhaust system install, and then we're gonna put the exhaust manifold back on. The exhaust will be complete. Our MagnaFlow exhaust system is loosely installed. Nothing is tight yet because we don't have an exhaust manifold on the engine right yet. So we're gonna put that back on and then tighten everything from the cylinder heads all the way back, because that's how you do it. Otherwise, if you tighten here first and then work your way back, everything gets all wonky and weird. The tip alignment is actually like perfect right where it is. We're just hoping it stays like that as we tighten everything forward. So if it's not, we'll get it dialed in. That is it. Our MagnaFlow exhaust system is fully installed. Unfortunately, you guys have to wait till later in this episode to hear this thing fire up for the first time because we're waiting for our RTV to cure on our oil pan. So let's move on to the next thing. Next up, we've got an anti-gravity battery going in the BRZ. This is a monumental upgrade over the factory battery. The lead acid batteries, number one, they're super heavy. This thing is significantly lighter. If you guys have never held an anti-gravity battery, it is ridiculous how light it are. It doesn't feel like a real battery. It also has a much longer service life than a lead acid battery does, and it will not die like a lead acid battery does. When they start to go, they only last a few years. This thing has a much longer service life than a lead acid would be. It reduces weight of the car. It also has a built-in restart feature, which is really cool. If you leave the battery on or a door open or something and the car dies, you can actually literally press this button. It will light up red, and then it's pretty much ready to self-start itself. So you don't have to run out, you don't have to grab a jump pack or grab jumper cables. It even comes with a little key fob so you can remote activate it, which is really cool. These batteries are also much more economical for the environment. It doesn't have any heavy metals in it like lead, cadmium, mercury, any of that stuff. It's a lithium-ion battery. It's really light and it works really well. So let's get this old junk lead acid battery out and get this much lighter, much more superior anti-gravity battery. Ricky's got our factory battery out. First of all, what is this? These are little ultralight service ports. What is this, the 1920s? This thing is super heavy and the anti-gravity battery is super light. So Ricky, what do you think the stock battery weighs and what do you think the anti-gravity battery weighs?
25 pounds.
25 pounds.
Check the other one though.
Nah, hold on. 32 pounds.
What's your guess on that one?
12 pounds?
Weigh them up.
We got a scale. We're gonna throw both of these on. Let's see where we're at.
Ooh.
It's close. 34 pounds.
Oh, really?
34
All right,
pounds.
okay, 34.
13.4 pounds.
Wow,
You're
damn,
really
I'm
close.
pretty good.
You're really
That's awesome.
Get this thing in the car. Anti-gravity battery is installed. It looks beautiful. Now we're gonna move on to our titanium stuff by JD Customs. We have an oil cap, we have valve stem caps, we have a dipstick, we have for the brake fluid, the clutch fluid, the washer bottle, and the coolant. This is gonna get rid of all this dumb stock yellow all splattered through the engine bay. Yellow doesn't go with anything on this car, titanium will. So let's get these things installed.
I'm trying to get me some of this stuff.
This
How
stuff's
nice.
good, huh?
It's insane.
These are
how
all,
nice
these
it
are all
is.
custom
It's so
engraved
crazy.
too. Like look at
It's
that.
so-
get
it's
a
so
close up
good.
on that.
I don't know if you. These guys do such a great job.
Every
it's
time.
really hard to see through the bags. Once we open them, you guys will see it, but it's such good engraving. These things are rad.
looks good. That's it, Quinn. What's next? Did we finish everything?
No, we have valve stem caps to do.
Oh, that's gonna take us forever.
It is. Our JD Customs titanium components are installed. Now it's time to move on. So it's the next day. Our oil pan has been curing for an entire night. So we're gonna go ahead and throw a new Canon oil filter on, and we have some other Canon goodies. We have an air filter. We also have a cabin air filter. So we're gonna throw this on, throw a new filter on, get oil in this thing, fire it up, make sure it doesn't leak, and then we'll get it off the rack to do the rest of the work. Let's go. We just put oil in the BRZ. We're gonna start it for the first time, make sure the oil pan's not leaking, and also we're gonna hear our MagnaFlow exhaust system for the first time. Let's go. Go! That'll raise something like better. Just on idle.
It was super quiet.
Running for a few minutes now. We don't have any leaks, so we're in good shape. We're gonna go ahead and put this under tray on, get this off the rack, and keep going. Car's off the lift. Next step is the interior carbon parts, and we're gonna start with something not on the interior, which is a little cap for this.
Vicky, where's the cap?
Who dusted this car? Who dusted this? It was you.
Look at it.
Made the car beautiful and left the roof untouched. Niño.
Fits perfect, baby. I'm in.
So far, everything from JD Customs being like legit, like really good quality, and everything's been fitting perfectly. We're not done yet though. Let's see what else we got.
Carbon is done, baby. Look at that.
That looks really
Pretty
good.
completely transformed the door.
And they fit so well. Like I've never seen interior pieces. It gets perfect.
I like how it clips.
this section
it clips
here,
over this
yeah.
right here. Yeah.
Really well
when you
done.
put it, you hear a snap like click. And you're like, ooh, it's so sexy. Yeah.
Looks so good, dude.
It doesn't stick out either. Look.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice. Really well done. We have one last piece for our interior, and that is a Canon serviceable cabin air filter. So the cabin air filter is tucked up under the dash, and it's responsible for getting all the particles and junk out of the AC and heater system. This cabin filter is the reason you turn on your AC and you don't have bees and leaves coming through your dashboard. So there's a stock paper one in there now. We're gonna replace it with a serviceable one from Canon. Let's go. Cabin air filter is installed, and we were gonna be done with this video here at this point, but we got some stuff that showed up recently while we were actually working on the car that I think we're gonna install in this video for you guys. We were gonna do it originally. Here's one of the pieces. It is a Street Hunter carbon fiber hood. This thing is awesome. The stock one is just a hood. It's not this. We got some vented carbon fiber here. The weave is really nice. So we also have some side skirts, which we're gonna be throwing on next, but for now, let's get this hood on.
Oh, we got him.
Is this a prank?
No, it's not. Maybe. Woo! We got the man here himself, boys.
Oh, wait. We're getting cool.
Did you see that hood over there?
Spicy. Spicy. It's cool. I like that. It's just like a sleek. The stock body catalogs are my favorites on this car.
Did you see these little carbon bits?
The shark fins. Oh, the interiors. Oh, I haven't seen that before.
Look how good they fit too.
Wow. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
Come on, dog. Hurry up.
Oh,
Easy.
Jesus Christ.
See? That's what I needed you for.
Oh, look at him.
So TJ, explain me the vents, because I really like them.
Explain them.
Yeah, like
Will they dissipate heat?
Like, where did the idea came from? Like, that style. It looks like shark fins.
There wasn't really too much of, let me put it this way. There's a lot of BRZ hoods out there and Gen 1 hoods, and a lot of people will do some sort of dual vented system, but they put them up towards the middle, and it takes up just like a huge chunk of the engine bay, which personally I was never a really big fan of that. I like to have them a little bit more spaced out. It's just not as aggressive. It's more kind of clean and follows what I feel if they did like more of an OEM aggressive styling, which a lot of the pieces, they're like the lip. Like the lip's there, but it's not like this super aggressive, like canarded out. Like, I don't know. It doesn't need that much. It just needs like.
You want a treatable, cleaner look than what you usually see.
More of a clean look, and I don't know. I just think the hood itself is already pretty. It's already really pretty, and already has a good like body line through like the going over the front struts. So when we did the styling on it, we wanted something that was aggressive and also had like the venting that BRZs would need. But we like to have them a little bit lower and farther apart rather than just having like two huge vents going up the middle. To me, this is just cleaner.
Yo, look at the cabin. We have done no adjustment whatsoever.
I don't think there is any adjustment you can do because like the latches are so tight on.
The hood is literally like off. The molds are exactly the same off of a stock one. What it was stock is pretty much good.
Well, it shows
probably go a little bit.
It shows a really good looking hood, and it looks amazing. It fits great, man. I really like it.
It's clean. I love it. I love this hood. It's like my favorite thing on this car is the hood.
Hood is installed, looks mad, excellent fitment. Now we're gonna move on to the side skirts. Let's go. We have our skirts laid out here. We're actually gonna put the car back on the rack. It's gonna make it a little bit easier now that we know how these are gonna get mounted up. We know that we can lift the car up without interfering with where the side skirt's gonna mount. So we're gonna get this thing back up on the rack, get these things on. Side skirts are installed. We're gonna get the car off the lift on the ground. Check it out. Let's get it done. Oh, it looks so much better on the ground. Yes.
That made a huge difference, bro. Look how much aggressive it looks now.
Woo, with the front lid and the hood and the skirts. This section of the skirt here was actually one of my favorite touches at SEMA when we first saw this whole Street Hunter kit together. Such a nice piece. Love it. Looks so good, dude. We're gonna hit you with a little cinematic. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. We got the major problem with these cars fixed, which is the oil pan. You guys saw, we saw junk in the pickup, which is not good. So that's cleared up. This car is gonna run healthy for a long time. We also got our MagnaFlow exhaust system installed. The car sounds way better than factory. We also got carbon on the outside by Street Hunter Designs. We got the hood and the side skirts. We got titanium bits in the engine bay by JD Customs, and we got Rec Speed carbon in the interior. Don't forget, guys, we're running double entries to win this exact car, plus $20,000 in cash. Every dollar you spend on throtl.com is gonna get you 2 entries to win this thing, so get entered. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.